How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. You guys have been wondering where I'm at. I'm here. I'm still doing the same thing I always do, working on stuff. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to show you what's going on here at the homestead, just to give you a little heads up. I haven't quit YouTube. A little upset with YouTube because of everybody stealing my videos. I have one video I made. It's on TikTok right now, and I can't get it off of there. It was on the tractor blade, where I built that thing for my tractor blade to remove snow, not gravel. It's kind of funny because I only got maybe on YouTube, I don't know exactly how many views I got, but it's not nearly as many as he's got on TikTok, which has got over 1.5 million views on it. And he stole my video, which was whatever. These guys, they can't make their own videos, they got to steal yours. So yeah, they stole a lot of my videos off of YouTube, and it kind of gets you discouraged. But now, if you notice, a lot of the videos I make has Robinson Homestead right across the center of it. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I really don't care. So let's get on with what's going on here at the homestead. I'll show you a couple projects. We're getting the garden ready. I did buy Julie another car. It's a used car, but it's a good car. Been doing a lot of work to it, and doing a lot of Amazon videos. I'm doing a lot of Amazon videos. I do sometimes 6 of them a week. So yeah, I don't put them on YouTube as much. I like to do some product reviews on YouTube, but most of them are going to Amazon. If I get a real good product that I think is good for you guys, I'll put it on YouTube. But I've been working here in the garage, and this is something I really like to try to save money on my water bill. So I don't know if you guys remember last year we put a big tote in out there, and we were pumping water in using a 12-volt pump. Well, I needed something a little bit stronger because I want to run water all the way out in the garage so I can wash cars out front. I use a pressure washer on it and everything, and it's all ran off of rainwater. So I'll go in here and I'll show you the pump that I'm using now compared to the pump I was using. And this one here really does great. But it's unbelievable how much water pressure I got. And yes, somebody sent me this pump for free. And I do sell them if it's a good pump. And I think it's a good pump, which I do. This pump really is a good pump. And I'll leave a link in the description down below. But this is the pump. Let me get a little more light in here, so you can see where I came up through the floor right there. And we used to have the little 12-volt pump over there. And then it goes right across here, and right there's your pump. What's really nice, this pump also has a little screen filter in it right here. Then it comes up and goes into a bigger filter here, goes right to here, and then I have this one goes up to the top. You remember the tote I put up on the top? There's a big water storage tank up on the top of this shipping container that gravity feeds back down. So I don't need a pump to gravity feed this, so we can wash our hands, wash out some paint brushes, or whatever you want to wash out, you can wash right there. Well, this is the new one that we put in. This one here goes up, and it goes all the way down the ceiling, all the way out to the other side. And I'll take you out here. And it comes out over here with a spigot on the wall, which is really cool. So all I have to do is turn the spigot on, and you'll hear the pump in there. Once this thing gets up to pressure, then we have water right here. So let's turn the water on. I'll show you how much water pressure I got. So I have no problem washing out the garage. So if I want to wash out the garage, I got plenty of water pressure to wash out the garage. And I really love to use my little power washer. What's nice about using the power washer is it only uses 1.3 gallons per minute, I think it is. 1.3 gallons per minute. That water hose is putting out about 7.2 3 gallons per minute. So I save a lot of water using the pressure washer. So if you guys got them little power washers and you're running your water and you want to save on your water, use the power washer. Power washer will save you a lot of money. So I'm going to show you the project I'm working on now. I'm waiting on some stuff from Amazon. I need some covers for my totes. These are what I'm working on now. A little hard to see, but I got these 2 big totes up here on the top, and then underneath I needed a way to store firewood for the shop. So I bolted these totes. Now these totes are all bolted together and they link right down inside of each other. You can see where I bolted them right here. I bolted them totes together, and now I got a place I can store firewood up underneath of there and then have them totes up there. Now I'm a little bit sketchy of having about 4,800 pounds of water in them that high in the air, but when we're using the totes for firewood, these guys will be empty because we don't leave them full all winter. They'll freeze. We don't want them to freeze, so we'll drain them before winter. But we're also going to attach them to the garage, so they'll be attached to the shop, and they're bolted together. We will bolt once we get our covers on. We're going to bolt these 2 together. So these will actually be sandwiched together, bolted down there and up here. So there'll be one big, kind of big unit. If one goes, they both got to go. But this is the one we're running off of now. Now, I do like the cover on this, and that's what I'm getting for these 2 totes over here. I'm going to put this cover on it, and then I'm going to wrap these with a one of them shiny gray tarps that kind of repels the UV rays, because if you don't do something with these, they will get algae in them and they'll get in there pretty bad. I know you can paint them. There's other things you can do to get rid of the algae, but I'm going to wrap mine. I'm going to use the 2 covers like this, and then I'm going to wrap it with plastic, and that'll help them out keeping the algae out. Then we're just going to link these 2 together. Now, if this is something you think you would like to see me working on here in the shop, let me know in the comments, and I'll do a video on it. Yeah, that was one of the big projects. So we'll walk out here to the garden. I'll show you what we got done in the garden. All right, before we get to the garden, been using my log splitter a good bit. As you can see, we got this building almost clear full. It's almost all a black locust in there, and the log splitter is working great. Love it. Really does a great job. Our little cradle on the other end over there is working out good. The motor's running strong. Definitely a good log splitter now. Hey Sophie, what are you doing? Hey Sophie. Okay, if you guys remember last year, we put this arch on our cucumbers. And that arch was so all the cucumbers could run up that thing. Well, during the winter months, I looked out the window, and that board there, that arch from that pressure of that metal pushing it, actually lifted that bed almost completely out of the ground. So I had to come in and tie some nylon ropes in there to kind of keep that sandwich together. But what I thought maybe one day I would do this side over here the same way. And then eventually we could throw plastic over that and kind of make it look into a greenhouse if you wanted to. If you wanted to plant some stuff early, you could plant it early and have your little greenhouse in there. But we do have the raised beds all tilled up, and we're going to be tilling them again. And I would love to share with you guys these little rototillers that we use in the raised beds. If that might be something you'd be interested in, we can definitely help you out with giving you information on some nice little rototillers that I really like and Julie really likes. And we've had one this is going on the 2nd year, and it's still doing really good. So I've been out here in the back. I know eventually we need to move the sawmill. Julie's not liking where the sawmill is, so we're going to move it. And I'm going to move it out in here. Been doing a little bit of work to the ground out here, trying to level out a spot. But we got a lot more work to do there, but we'll get that taken care of soon enough, I'm sure. It's not a big rush on that. The chickens are doing really good. The chickens are growing up and laying eggs. I got 6 chickens. I get about 5 or 6 eggs every day. And doing really good with the chickens. So, yeah. We're still working. We're still going and not having any troubles here. We're just not doing a whole lot of YouTube videos. I might later on get back into it a little bit more. But like I said, I have to put like a maker's mark or some kind of a mark on the video, because these lazy people just want to steal your videos. So I'm not interested in making videos for other people that want to steal them and make money off of me. I just want to make videos for myself to help yous and make money off of them myself. And I'm not going to lie to you, I like making money off of YouTube. So I think when we get the sawmill moved out there, we're going to put a roof over it. I bought a bunch of used metal. I think we're going to build a really nice roof over top of the sawmill to where we don't have to worry about covering it up like that all the time. I haven't used the sawmill in a while. I got plenty of logs to saw. I got a whole row of them up there. I need to get them sawed up. Got some cedar, some poplar, a little bit of black walnut over there. One day we'll get it out. I'm getting old, so can't do it all at once like I used to. Yeah, so that's what's going on here at the homestead. I'm getting ready to, and I will do a video on this. So you guys remember the old camper that we built, the box trailer camper? That little camper is still, looks like brand new and works like brand new. We really love our little camper. We're going to be putting an egress window in the back of it, and I will do that video on YouTube for you guys, because I think that's a pretty cool project, putting a window in a box trailer camper. I think you guys might enjoy that one, maybe. So that video we'll be doing on YouTube. We're going to put an egress window in the back of our box trailer camper. That's something I want to do. I didn't think at first when we built this thing we needed one, but because it's so small, but I think we do need one. Already got it from Amazon. It's sitting in there. We're supposed to start that project this weekend, so we might end up getting that on this week or next week. We should be able to get that posted. But yeah, it's going to be a fun project. All that work we did in there, going to have to redo it, the whole back wall, because I'm going to put it on the back wall. So that's what's going on here at the homestead. Just thought I'd do a little vlog. I think that's what you call this. Is that what you call it? Vlog? I think. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.